Cricket presents The Warmup, and thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Ted Madden. The DFW area has a slew of marquee games this week. Let's get you ready for some football. Once realignment happened this past spring, football fans immediately circled this Friday's date on their calendars. Aledo and Denton Ryan face off in a huge 3-5A Division I battle. We preview that game in the lineup, presented by So Chill Chips and Salsa. A history lesson in high school football excellence takes the field when 10-time state champion Aledo visits C.H. Collins Complex to take on 3-time champ Denton Ryan. The Bearcats lost their first 2 games this year, but they've been rolling ever since, riding a 6-game winning streak. Led by quarterback Hoss Haney, Aledo can all but seal the district title with a win on the road here. They will face a Raiders team with 2 weeks off to prepare for this game, and they need it. Ryan has been a mash unit of late with injuries to several key positions, including quarterback and running back. If they are healed up and get some big-time production from their star-studded defense, they can pull this one off and cause a logjam at the top of the district. Should be a good one Friday night. If you have your camping gear in tow, you might as well spend the night at Collins Complex. Thursday night is another huge game as Allen takes on Denton Guyer. As far as playoff seeding goes, this game won't mean all that much, but when talking district title, this will most likely be for all the marbles. Neither team has lost to a DFW team all year, and Guyer is undefeated. The Wildcats have beaten their opponents by an average of 33.5 points per game. That's dominance right there. Oklahoma-bound Jackson Arnold has thrown for 1,500 yards and 17 touchdowns on the year and has mixed his targets around evenly to his 3 primary receivers. Allen took a loss to national power St. John Bosco, but all that did was refocus the Eagles. Allen survived a scare from McKinney last week and now has won 6 in a row. Kavion Sibley is closing in on 1,000 yards rushing, while Mike Hawkins behind center has solidified his spot as the team's leader. This game will be nationally televised, so expect both teams to show out.
Enjoy the authentic flavors of ancient recipes. So thin, so crisp, so good, so chill.
Come into Cricket Wireless and get any LTE Android free when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Last year, Flower Mound Marcus went with a rotating quarterback on offense, but with Jackson Warren off to college, Cole Welliver has taken over the full-time duties. Welliver is a highly touted junior gunslinger, and we caught up with him on the recruiting trail.
It's been good so far this summer. I got 2 offers from Colorado State and UTSA, so it's been pretty good. Somewhere that I'll play and I'll know I'll put up tons of yardage and touchdowns. I'm a pro-style quarterback, so I can move when I want, but I don't preferably do it. I can throw the ball pretty far, I would say. We got a boat on Lake Lewisville, and on the downtime, we just go out there and chill. Yeah, no, the culture is way different compared to my last high school. It's like part of like the town, I would say, like the little Flower Mound Marcus town's like all about football. So it's really cool on Friday nights, like everyone comes together and watches the football game. Just to keep on working, you know, it's not always like your time, but if you keep on working, you can eventually get there.
Come into Cricket Wireless and get nationwide 5G plus a free 5G phone when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Look for our cameras at a lot of big games this week, but unfortunately we can't be at them all. Let's take a look at some games you need to watch for in the hype. They are battling it out in 6-5A Division I with no clear favorite. However, the winner of Frisco versus Frisco Reedy will emerge at the top of the standings with 2 weeks to go. Both teams are undefeated in district and still have huge games to play as they close out the season. Let's start with Reedy. The Lions are 8-0 on the season and have already knocked off district powers Lone Star and Wakeland. A win over the Raccoons would have them sitting pretty for a district title. Reedy is led by Texas Tech-bound Caleb Smith, who has 40 catches already on the season. Meanwhile, Frisco is left with Reedy and then Lone Star and Wakeland to finish off the season. But they can take the district crown outright with a clean sweep. The Raccoons are coming off a tough win over Heritage where multiple players got tossed for both teams. Frisco will need to keep their composure in this one and hope to get more big plays from their special teams. The Raccoons got 2 punt returns for scores last week. Another key 5-6A matchup will take place in McKinney as the Lions host Prosper Rock Hill. This game will more than likely be for the 4th and final playoff spot out of this district. McKinney is having a solid year at 5-2, but have 3 big games to finish out the regular season. They take on Rock Hill, Guyer, and then Prosper. Everyone is talking about running back Brian Jackson. The junior has over 1,000 yards and 16 touchdowns on the year, but the key to the Lions' success may be the play of their quarterback, Keldrick Luster. On the other side, the Blue Hawks are 2-2 in district play, and a win over McKinney would give them the tiebreaker for the last spot. Kevin Sperry has been the go-to guy for Rock Hill at quarterback, as he has thrown for over 1,100 yards. Last week, Lewisville needed a big defensive effort to grab a stranglehold on 6-6A, and they got it against Plano. We talk about the Farmers' title belt, plus look at a team who might win a belt this week in the Buzz. Lewisville went into their game with Plano tied for first with the Wildcats, but the Farmer defense made sure the Plano offense couldn't get going. Lewisville held Plano to 174 total yards, plus got a pick 6 as the Farmers won 42-14 and earned our defensive title belt. If you are looking for a team who might have a shot at this week's defensive title belt, look no further than the Argyle Eagles. With Riley Van Poppel and Michael Madre anchoring the defensive line, look for Argyle to potentially shut down the Frisco Independence offense. That's going to do it for today's show. For even more high school football content, be sure to follow us on our social media accounts, including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm Ted Madden, and I hope we got you warmed up for all the action.